Hello everyone, my name is Gita Sedghi from the Department of Chemistry at the University of Liverpool. My colleague Charlotte Ford from Career and Employability and I will present the EDI task, which was embedded in the Year 1 Chemistry curriculum as part of the Key Skills module. What was the R rationale for creating this activity? Since our universities sign up for the Race Equality Charter, and inclusive curriculum has been one of the main focus areas. In the School of Physical Sciences, we started working on our curriculum and how to make it more inclusive. We organize several optional EDI events and activities in our school, but unfortunately the uptake is not great. So I was looking for a credit-bearing EDI activity to be part of the chemistry curriculum. We have a diverse body of students at the university, but diversity is not only the presence of differences in students, it's the process of engaging those differences in an intentional, purposeful manner. I was looking for a group activity that raises EDI awareness among students. I wanted the students to work in diverse groups and have a fun activity. I also wanted it to be relevant to chemistry as it was part of the key skills for chemists module. My collaboration with the staff at Career and Employability made this happen. Charlotte and her team designed and delivered the activity in a way colleagues could easily adopt it in other departments, institutions, and disciplines.
So as Gita has already mentioned, this task was in collaboration with us in Careers and Employability. And we were really lucky that we were able to focus on employability and that this would be the perfect vehicle to bring EDI into this task and also to draw upon the Royal Society for Chemistry's Race and Equality strategy. So the three learning outcomes that we agreed were to firstly develop students' awareness and understanding of equality, diversity and inclusion. We also wanted to develop key transferable skills such as collaboration, digital fluency, creativity and commercial awareness. Not only that, but we also wanted for students to understand how to articulate transferable skills that were developed through this unique group work, and this would then support applications for opportunities such as internships and year in industry. So the brief itself then was a student-led digital collaboration, and this is for a whole year cohort, and the students work in groups of 4 to 5. Specifically, we assigned students a question, which is, why is equality, diversity and inclusion important in the chemical sciences? Support your answer with reference to how a key employer in the chemical sciences is committed to equality, diversity and inclusion in the workplace. So we asked students to create a digital story relating to one of the protected characteristics within equality, diversity and inclusion. And they then produce a digital story which covers their thoughts, ideas and experiences on this topic. Students collaborate through Microsoft Teams spaces, and there's lots of support from Careers and Employability in producing their digital stories through lots of different digital platforms such as Canva and lots of other ones too. And assessment for this module was, for this particular task within the module is 10%. And digital storytelling itself is a way for students to communicate a message digitally. And so as a result of this, students design and engage a video that is accessible to all. And I'm now going to share an example with you. Here we go.
Why is equality, diversity and inclusion important in chemical sciences? Equality, diversity and inclusion, EDI, is fundamental within chemical sciences as it's about having a sense of belonging and being valued, knowing we are all equal, and offering a range of talents from a diverse group. We have decided to focus on gender and EDI strategies put in place to promote equality.
Ever since I was encouraged to pursue a career in chemistry by my teacher, I've been passionate about gender equality in the sciences. Many people I've spoken to are surprised when I say I want to work in the chemical field. As a group, we would like to highlight the importance of eliminating the assumption that it's strange for women to work in this career by making women in science just as common as men.
GlaxoSmithKline (GSK) is very vocal about their gender diversity and takes EDI seriously. Their data shows an increase in the percentage of women in the GSK workforce each year, evidence of diversity practices within their workplace. According to their 2020 report, GSK continues to outperform the UK national average pay gap by 14.6%, with a mean gender gap of 1.41%, a decrease by 1.02% from 2019, showing that GSK is closing the gender pay gap each year.
GSK also claims to have at least 45% female representation in senior roles by the end of 2025. To achieve this, GSK has developed a career progression for high-performing female managers through their already implemented Accelerating Difference program, which provides coaching and support. GSK have demonstrated that they are very open to the ideas of EDI, granting all employees the same opportunity no matter the gender or background. This notion works cohesively with their ideals of inclusivity to promote productivity in their working environment.
Chemistry does not welcome everyone, but it should and it will. The RSC has implemented the Inclusion and Diversity Strategy to 2025. The strategy can be summarised as such: evidence-driven inclusion and diversity, inclusive access, inclusive progression, and finally empowering and influencing partners. One area in which the RSC is focused on is the gender gap in chemical sciences. According to the report, is publishing in the chemical sciences gender biased by the RSC, only 35.8% of their authors are women, whilst only 18.4% of citations have a corresponding author who is a woman. The RSC has specific aims to help combat the gender bias in chemistry by increasing transparency, reflecting our research community, empowering and innovating, and encouraging intervention.
Thank you. We evaluated the task and it was very well received by students. Students said that the task helped them to get to know others better and they felt more confident in a virtual environment and using digital platforms. It also changed their attitude and raised their awareness towards EDI, which we looked into this further to how their attitude was changed towards EDI. There are a few out of many quotes we received from students, but they show how the learning outcome of this task was covered. Students like that the university is focusing on the importance of EDI and ensuring students have to do research into these issues. So they really liked it, that it was part of their curriculum. It wasn't optional, it wasn't only encouraging, but asking them to do this activity as part of their program. They learned about how companies are tackling EDI and they started to reflect on their own values and compare them with companies' values and to think about where do I want to work in the future, somewhere which their values are aligned with mine. The research made them to think more about how they can become more inclusive to other groups. So it wasn't only about what they expect from others, but how they should behave in an inclusive environment. And they found out that it was nice to work with more people and learn about others' opinions on EDI subject. And then recent evaluation we've done in the School of Physical Sciences showed that chemistry students have higher awareness of EDI compared with 2 other departments because of this task. Thanks very much for listening, and we've also included the references in our slides, and please contact us if you need any further information.